Boot, 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 bobbing along. Hi, we're Stuart and Emmie, and we live aboard our 57-foot narrowboat Annie. Last summer we broke down on the river, and after 3 months of hard work and most of our savings, a brand new Beta Marine engine and skin tanks have been installed, and we're finally ready to head to Sheffield. Join us back in October 2024 as we finally set off from Thorne, near Doncaster, and get back into the swing of cruising. Well, let's not get too excited because we haven't started the engine yet.
On our own.
Yeah. But it's about 7:45 and we're going to see how far we get today. Finally heading towards Sheffield, touch wood.
Yeah, it's quite a long cruise. We're probably not going to get, well, we're definitely not
not
getting
to
there
Sheffield
today.
We're just going to see how far we can get to a place where we can moor, because there's not many places to moor along here, I think. That's my understanding. And yeah, I'm excited.
We're all excited.
We're all excited.
Let's go!
You shall not pass!
We'll begin with me turning on the engine wrong.
That didn't sound quite right, did it?
Did it not? I mean, it didn't, but I thought maybe that was just... Is that not what it sounded like before? Maybe it wasn't heated for long enough.
Maybe it wasn't heated for long enough.
First problem, got a swing bridge and I can't shut the gates on it. Here comes Stu, probably wondering why I haven't opened the bridge. It doesn't say there's anything special I need to do, it just says close the gates. Oh, I still can't do this one.
Bye, nationwide narrowboats. See how Emmie's getting on with the Nightmare Bridge. So this swing bridge is notoriously difficult despite being electric, and it's also braking all the time apparently. So first hurdle, and there's nationwide narrowboats, and there's first hurdle.
There are some clearer instructions up here that say turn the key first. And we're through. Goodbye Nationwide, goodbye Crane.
Goodbye horrible swing bridge.
Onwards. The engine is so quiet.
So quiet.
I don't know if you can tell a difference on camera, but it feels so quiet.
It's also, I mean, you definitely won't tell this on camera, but it's the level of vibration. Even at like nothing, the level of vibration in the old engine, like the whole boat would be shaking.
A lock already. This lock had a lock keeper, so he operated the lock and the swing bridge for us. We just had to wait. Oh, it's manual.
Right.
Apologies if you notice some issues with the sound at times during this video. Stu dropped his phone in a can of paint and we didn't realise it affected his microphone. It feels so weird because the till is not vibrating. It just feels smooth. I feel as if I'm pretending to drive.
And how fast are you going?
Tick over. I just want to ease back in. It's been a long time since I last drove the boat.
Absolutely.
Where'd the house go? I think there's a missing house.
Pretty as well. Well, it's 10 in the morning. We've already done a nice chunk of journey. Annie looks really pretty. We've just stopped at the services just to empty our one full cassette. And this Elson point is called Thomas. How lovely. I wouldn't normally do this, but the facilities up this way are alright. Like almost all... Okay, Thomas wasn't the nicest Elson point I've ever been to, but it was fine. It was low, it was easy to use, and because it's kind of outside, it's not as effervescent. But yeah, nice toilets. Like, not amazing, but I've definitely used worse public toilets. So everything's got a shower block. Have a look at that. Yeah, like everywhere's got a shower block. Everywhere's just nicely maintained. And I don't know if it's just because it's all a bit quieter up here. But yeah, it's fine. Nice services around here. Also, the other thing I quite like is that they all have these little benches so people can just sit there and watch you empty your toilet, I guess. They don't all, but this one does.
Sadly, the Canal and River Trust have recently announced they'll be closing nearly all the showers and toilets. This is likely due to a huge loss of government funding while they're already struggling to maintain the waterways.
I did the engine start up wrong the first time.
Because I've just
Started
it.
Emmie did it properly this time by turning it to heat first for a bit and then turning it to run and start. Oh, Emmie knows the engine better than Bobson.
Hooray! Or not hooray.
Not fish.
I thought he did turn it to heat this morning. I didn't. I thought the beep 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 was him turning it to heat, but obviously not. We're a bit wonky. Feeling a bit out of practice, but
Very.
that's 2 locks and 2 swing bridges done now. Onwards. It's what time is it, Stu? Is it like 10:30? We're having our lunch, having sandwiches already. Stu's homegrown tomatoes in there. They're really good.
And I made cheese.
No, you didn't. There are cows under the bridge. Hi, cows.
Put your head on that barbed wire, right?
Secret cows. And now a lift bridge. It looks really big. There was quite a busy road over this lift bridge, so it took some waiting for a good moment to close the road and lift the bridge. Boop!
My favourite bit about this is that now Emmie has to do the weight of shame, where she sits there and waits for everyone to go over the lock, over the busy road who was waiting. And they all shake their heads at her. How did so much traffic? It's been a couple of minutes. It only took us a couple of minutes to get through it. It's been more than that.
We had a lot of traffic.
Yeah!
Wish we had a drone we could see over. Can you see, camera? No.
I'm a bit close to film it, but I like these control towers they have on these big locks. They're kind of cool, and this one has like a little archer slit in the bottom. Like they really went for it.
These locks are massive, but because they're electric, they're quite easy to operate. Unless they have technical difficulties, as we'll find out in a bit. That was really fun. I think amber traffic light means the lock's not manned today. The route from Thorne towards Sheffield switches between canal and river. Starting on the Stainforth and Keadby Canal, it became the River Dun navigation, and eventually the River Don. Doncaster Town Lock.
So I think we're quite hopeful we're going to get to our mooring today. Sorry, not today. Today and tomorrow. Because we're already at Doncaster. It's 12:30ish. We haven't got too far to go to get to what feels like good distance to get to our mooring in Tinsley. So I think what we're aiming for is to get to like just the outskirts of Rotherham.
These spider webs look so beautiful in real life, but I can't quite get the camera to pick it up the way they're sort of shining in the sunlight. It's much more magical in real life.
This lock is slow. We've been here for ages. Good job Emmy's doing a little dance. Oh my god, this lock is so slow. We've been here for like half an hour and nothing is happening. It's literally because I talked about thinking that we're going to get far enough today that this has happened now. This lock is going so incredibly slowly.
Okay, it took ages for the water to get level, and now I'm holding the open gate button and they are not moving. Tried again and now they're opening. Although they're not fully open, that's just jammed. One of the gates is jammed. I'm not sure. I mean, we're just gonna... One gate jammed. I'm just going to see if it'll close. Maybe that. Yeah.
So it wasn't looking good with how slow it was, but although it is massive in fairness, we've just got into Doncaster Lock, but now the gate's stuck open. Emmy's just phoned CRT. Because I don't think I did a little... I don't want to sleep in a lock. Emmy thinks I jinxed us. I mean, I totally did, but in talking about how far we were going to get and get into Rotherham, or just outside of today.
At least the weather's nice. Could I have some water?
Yes.
Wow.
That was really quick.
They came before I even boiled the kettle.
Well, thank you for making me a cup of tea. In the most turbulent lock I've ever been in. He let some water in through the top gates, which sort of shuddered the bottom gates into life a bit, and then they closed. You reckon there was just some like sticks or something stuck in the mechanism, and sometimes they need a bit of a kick essentially. Yeah, that was good. It was very turbulent. You know, they opened it all very quickly.
I'm thrilled. I was expecting to sit around for like an hour.
So was I. And it's only 1:15 and we're back on the move.
Woo! Yeah, I did feel a bit here today.
Hey, Rotherham and Sheffield!
Woo!
God, there's some big old logs in that. I'm not feeling brave enough, but...
Definitely not. Time for a hydration drink. We often dehydrate ourselves on a cruise day. Maybe mainly we're just bad about going to get more drink, but hopefully these hydration drinks will help us hydrate quicker.
Yeah.
That's probably not how it works. They're delicious anyway.
You know what road that is? It's the A1. I drove over that the other day.
I still can't believe CRT came out and sorted the lock before I'd even finished making Stu a cup of tea. So good. Very grateful. Yeah, impressed. Now we're at the next lock.
Sprotspur.
Proceed with caution.
Another absolutely massive lock, which is kind of funny because the locks through Thorne were quite small, but I guess there's another little canal bit that's joined us.
When I was opening the sluices on the other gates, it froze at one point and everything just stopped and it went all quiet. Because I spoke to CRT at the previous lock, initially they said try holding down the open and close gate buttons at the same time for about 10 seconds. And I think that is sort of like pressing reset or turning it on and off again. It didn't do anything at the other lock, but it worked on this one and no problems. It carried on after I did that.
Epic viaduct, bro. Don't look at me like that. Really cool. See, that's why I like the Victorians. It's big, but they don't skip on the detail.
There's
Proper hill castle.
That is
Very pretty, but I do feel like every one of these electric locks has been a bit dodgy. I just banged into this wall a bit as we were coming in. It's not a very fast flow, but it's a good reminder of how powerful a river can be. Even with a fairly slow flow like that, it can still, the force of it can still push you around quite easy. This is quite a turbulent lock as well. So we're at Mexborough Top Lock. This is actually mooring rather than lock landing. A lot of the visitor moorings that we've been past have been ridiculously empty, like to the extent where we're almost a bit like, ooh, well, how do we feel about mooring here because there's no one else here? But I'm sure it would be fine. But we're going to try and push on a little bit further. We're going to try and get to at least, I think it's Waddington Lock, and see how we feel time-wise, because then we're not too far away. We've got a few stretches, and if we feel good about that, because that's not that far away, Waddington Lock, there's quite a long stretch and then we're at the outskirts of Rotherham, which would be really good because then we don't have to stress too much. But we do have to be a bit cautious of the river levels because they were that bit of the Dean where we got hit into the wall. The Don, sorry, was on the higher side of orange. It wasn't red, but it was on the higher side of orange. And it did feel a bit turbulent getting in and out of the locks.
Boop. So, well, we've done pretty well. We've come pretty far. We're at Mexborough Top Lock, and it's broken. My trick that I learnt from the CRT at the other lock, from the CRT guy to hold down the open and close gates, not working here. So I first had a chat with CRT. It's sort of out of hours now, and I said, well, there's space to more. We're not trapped in the lock. And they said, well, they're still going to contact the out of hours team, but they would try and make sure it was fixed so we could go early tomorrow morning. Basically, describe the problem to them. They're not sure what's going on. You turn the key in it, and a light comes on to say available, and then a light comes on to say ready, and then you can start opening the sluices and the gates. So available is coming on, ready is not coming on.
It's not ready.
It's not ready. It doesn't want to work. But anyway, I think we're ready for a rest. It's about 4.
Yeah, it's about 4 o'clock. I was hoping to push on to about 5:30, but 4's a nice time to start.
Yeah, if this was going to happen, now is the time.
Yeah. I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Does the name George?
Well, it's a nice end to our first cruise anyway, even if it doesn't come out on video.
Seeing the Aurora Borealis that night felt like such a perfect end to our first proper cruise in about 3 months. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed our video. Please do boop that like button, and we love hearing from you in the comments. Join us next month for the rest of our cruise to Sheffield. See you then. Bye. Hey, Travis.